Hey, happy Friday. I'm Nick Oresco, and thank you for joining us for 22 News at 4 o'clock. Top stories in just a moment. Let's first bring in 22 News Storm Team meteorologist Brian Lapis now. Look at current weather and traffic.
Yeah, traffic pretty typical here for a Friday afternoon, Nick. Let's take a look. A little bit of a slowdown at the end of 291 as it merges with 91. Nothing unusual there. And I'm not seeing any major problems on the Pike or 91 on either side of the Mass Pike, north or south of the Mass Pike, other than downtown. So without further ado, let's take a look. Clouds just about everywhere. Temperatures are still stuck in the 30s here. We're generally above freezing, but watch out. There are a couple of slushy spots. Could still be some icing on, parking lots and sidewalks and the sort, so watch your step. We're seeing some clearing on the clouds and radar. The problem is the clouds are very low to the ground, so they're not resolving here from the satellite picture. Trust me, it's overcast just about everywhere here in the Pioneer Valley. And our hopes for sunshine are really pinned on Sunday as we spring forward here this weekend. We'll talk about all of it with our 22 News Storm Team forecast.
We have an update in East Hampton where several people, including a police officer, were sent to the hospital after a crash last night. This is what the area looked like at around 9 o'clock when our 22 News crews got there. East Hampton police say officers noticed a vehicle driving erratically before hitting a police car on Holyoke Street at around 8:20 p.m. They say a police officer and the people in the other car were sent to the hospital. A 42-year-old man from New Britain, Connecticut was arrested for OUI. He is set to be arraigned today in Northampton District Court. And we've learned more about the crash in Otis from Thursday morning that sent a state trooper to the hospital and closed parts of Route 8 for hours. State police say a trooper was responding to a separate head-on collision between two tractor trailers on Route 8. The trooper crashed his cruiser on Reservoir Road just before 10 o'clock Thursday morning and was taken to the hospital. No other information on the tractor-trailer incident has been released. The crash remains under investigation. Well, Massachusetts is among the more than 20 states suing the Trump administration's newest global 15% tariffs. The president imposed the 1974 Trade Act after the Supreme Court struck down tariffs he imposed last year under an emergency powers law. The new suit argues that law was intended to be used only in specific, limited circumstances. Rhode Island, Connecticut, Maine, and Vermont have all joined the lawsuit. Well, also in Connecticut, former New Haven police chief Carl Jacobson was arraigned today on 2 counts of first-degree larceny. The judge ordered conditions of his release while the case is pending, including no online gambling and staying out of Connecticut casinos. Jacobson was arrested last month for allegedly embezzling more than $80,000 from public funds. Investigators say Jacobson, quote, pleaded for them to let him replace the money, fix the logbook, and then retire. He's back in court March 19th. Let's bring back in meteorologist Brian Lapis and look at that right on time. Got some clouds in the area as we spring forward this weekend, change the clocks, also a dramatic change in temperatures.
Yeah, let's take a look at the clouds and radar here. Not a lot of sunshine to show you here. And we are going to warm up here this weekend, but it's going to take a little bit. Our 22 News Storm Team Skycast, 5 o'clock here this afternoon. Mostly cloudy, clouds again through the evening hours. Really not much change here. Take a look at all of the clouds here in place. Some patchy fog is possible as well. There could be a couple of pockets of drizzle. Watch out for some icy surfaces here early tomorrow morning. Another mostly cloudy day. 9 o'clock here tomorrow morning, mostly cloudy. And then as we move through the afternoon hours, more of the same. Gray day here tomorrow with high temperatures in the 40s to approximately 50 degrees. We do expect a little bit brighter weather here on Sunday. We'll show you on 22 News at 5.
After tearing his right Achilles in last year's playoffs, Celtics' Jason Tatum is set to make his return to the court tonight against the Dallas Mavericks. Tatum has undergone a historically quick rehab and will join a Celtics team that is currently second in the East and 20 games above 500. Now the C's are challenged with integrating their superstar back into their current lineup since Jaylen Brown was taken over as the team's #1 option in Tatum's absence. After Punch, the baby monkey and his plush toy from IKEA reached viral status online, IKEA stores across the world have been unable to keep the toy in stock. Punch is a baby monkey living at a zoo near Tokyo who was abandoned by his mother after birth and given a plush monkey to train him. Images and videos of Punch and his toy exploded online, and that plush quickly became a sellout across all IKEA stores in the U.S., Japan, and South Korea. IKEA says they've been pointing customers to another primate plush to buy instead. Tonight on 22 News, starting at 5 o'clock, we have the latest on Lamar Cook and his attempt to lower his bail amount in his arraignment this morning. He faces several charges related to the alleged delivery of 8 kilograms of cocaine to a state office building. We'll have the prosecutor's counter argument. Plus, the St. Patrick's Committee held a parade public safety meeting this afternoon ahead of the celebrations later this month. We'll share how they are preparing for the big weekend. And the Springfield Regional Chambers held their annual Outlook Luncheon today with Governor Healy in attendance. Why this event is crucial for the state's economy. Brian.
Traffic is moving along pretty normally for a Friday afternoon. You can see some backups here at the end of 291. Otherwise, 91 running fine, and the Pike looks good as well. Not a ton of sunshine here between now and about the middle of the day on Sunday. We'll track it on 22 News starting at 5.
And updates all weekend long at wwlp.com, the free 22 News app, and always on 22 News Plus. We'll see you tonight starting at 5.